morning by Deirdre Lowry. She is the brand manager at Yoplait Ireland, who were unveiled yesterday as the new sponsors of the Ladies Gaelic Football Higher Education Tournaments. You're very welcome to Sport for Business, Deirdre.
Thank you, Rob. It's lovely to be here. Thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure. The brand is obviously very familiar to anybody who is who shops in an Irish supermarket, or who has children, or who has a love of dairy products. But it hasn't been terribly familiar in Irish sport. Is this a first for you getting involved with sport in Ireland?
Yeah, so in terms of sponsorship in general, I don't think we've been involved in something this big to date. And this is our first sponsorship in sport. So I'm delighted with the one that we picked.
Tell me, obviously Gaelic Games is very central to Irish communities, and it has been an incredible ride for women's sport. So marrying those two, getting involved with the LGFA, was there a particular reason for going for the universities and the higher education competitions? Because there's probably a great sense of excitement about them this year in that they haven't been held for the last 2 years through COVID. Was that uppermost in your mind when you were looking to find a property to actually get involved with?
Yeah, so look, I suppose we looked at the different opportunities within the structure, and that was a very fitting one for us. Our brand ranges from 0 to 100, shall we say. Kids range is very important to us, and look, there's huge evidence showing the big dropout in kids playing sports when they get into their early teens. So as a brand, we wanted to encourage, from the link of our range going from kids to adults, we wanted to work with that concept and to back the college championship. There was no sponsor of it, which we thought was extremely disappointing. And I know the different clubs had all sponsors for it. So we were just delighted to get involved and to back them.
And where did the conversation start from? Was it something that you identified working with an agency, or was it something that you became familiar with through connections within the company?
Yeah, so I suppose it was a roundabout conversation within the business about what we wanted to do and where we wanted to go. The UK had come off a really good campaign with the Olympics, with the Team GB Olympics last year, which was a really nice campaign, and it really brought in a lot of fun to the brands. And it was really good for bringing family and kids and getting everyone involved with the team sport. So when we were looking at different sporting teams and what was out there, and this was just something that me and the team just really liked the idea of. And look, I mean, women's sport overall is getting a huge amount of publicity at the moment. There's been a lot of TV broadcasters who are buying rights to it, which is amazing to see. Which is now bringing it to the forefront. There's a lot more people watching it on TV. The mission is now to get people going to the games and filling those stadiums. So look, it was one that I just think as a business we looked at and we just really got excited about it, about being able to help and develop and bring attention to the College Cup, and to hopefully work with the girls and get them the credit that they deserve for the commitment that goes into it.
Will you be able to actually tap into some of that material that the British team did with the Olympics last year? Because there was a lot of interesting, innovative kind of activations around it. Can you reach into that toolkit, so to speak, and actually introduce some of those elements around the activation you'll be putting in place now over the next few weeks?
Yeah, I work closely with the team over there, and I loved what they did. Obviously, we're going to want to put our own personal touch on it. For us, from meeting a few of the players there last week at the photo shoot, we'd like to work closely with the players and learn about their skill set, how they manage to balance life and everything, and share that with the community through social media. And look, we do have plans to activate it quite well within the market. So we do have some good plans now to get people excited around it.
And the games will be getting underway this week. Some of the finals are being played on International Women's Day, which is a nice touch this year. And then the big finals taking place in DCU in Dublin, welcoming all of the teams from around the country in for those finals. The weekend of I think it's the second weekend.
12th of March.
Yeah. So building up nicely into what will be a really exciting period of time in Irish sport. The activation on the ground, is that something that you're going to be very keen on?
Yeah, so look, I suppose what we want to do is we want to I suppose, bring it to people's attention that this is there, that, you know, even fellow college goers, that they know that it's on. We're going to be doing some giveaways on tickets for the event. We'll be there ourselves as well with product. And we just want to create a bit of hype for the final, you know. I know that the girls do train and work really hard. Again, as I said, even last week when they were up in Dublin at the photo shoot, a few of the girls are going back to play that evening, you know. Big long drives home to play then again that evening. So look, the commitment that goes into it, like we hope to fill the stadiums there for the final weekend anyway. And it'd be great to see a full stadium to support them on the 12th of March.
And one of the great things about having a big brand on shelf in supermarkets, getting involved with Irish sport, is sometimes the exposure that you can give in terms of, product, placement on the brand as such. Is that something which you might look at in future years if the relationship really takes off as you hope in the first year?
Definitely, 100%. Look, I suppose we're dipping our toes into it this year, so we'll see how we get on. But look, I think as we progress, we would hope to build it and to develop it and grow as the years go on. And look, it's our first year, it's our first big sports sponsorship, so it's a new one for all of us. But look, it's been great working with the LGFA so far. They've been really excited and encouraging, and it's just been really lovely working with them. So look, we hope to bring as much as we can to it this year and in future years, all going well.
Great to see a really positive new brand partnership as well. Thanks very much for taking the time to be with us this morning, and we're looking forward to the next few weeks building up to those final weekends on March the 12th and 13th. Deirdre Lowry, brand manager for Yoplait, thanks very much.
Thanks a million, Rob. Thank you.